Hey, this is Kyrus, and I am here at Anime Expo at the Skullgirls booth. And for those of you who don't know, Skullgirls is a new fighting game coming out for Xbox Live and PS3, right?
Yep.
And I am here with...
Oh, my name is Alex Ahad. I'm the creative director behind Skullgirls. The art style that you see here, it's pretty much my art style, yeah.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about Skullgirls and how the concept and how you got the art style. It is very unique.
These are character designs that I've always enjoyed working on, like ever since I was in college and stuff. Just kind of like dark monster girls with kind of a cute aspect to them. I had ended up compiling a bunch of them over time, but with the hypothetical idea of a fighting game. But I never actually had like an engine to it until I met Mike through some mutual friends who pointed out that Mike had an engine. But,
so Mike's the programmer, right?
Yeah,
the lead
Mike's
programmer.
Yep, Mike's the well-known tournament fighter. He had an engine but no characters, so we kind of just like combined our resources together and made this project become a reality.
So the artist and the programmer, so it was like the chocolate and the peanut butter. This is the Reese's Pieces of fighting games, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's how it came to be, yeah. Two things combining into one.
All right, cool. And how long has Skullgirls been in development?
It's, like I was mentioning, it's like something that I've been compiling over time ever since college, so if you were to count it back then, it would be about like 9 years. But if you were to count the actual official development when we got picked up by Reverge and published by Autumn, it's been about just shy of a year, maybe like about 10 months.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. And Skullgirls is slated to come out end of this year?
The plan is the tentative release date is end of this year, yeah.
Okay, so tell us about the fighting game. We'll show clips in just a second, but tell us about the engine, what kind of fighting game is it, like your thoughts on it.
All right, well, Mike can answer the finer details of this better, but I can give you the general gist of it. It's basically like influenced by the Versus series, particularly Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but modified in ways that Mike thought would make the game better. For example, it can detect infinites, and you can break out of infinites when the game detects it. You can also have custom assists, which is pretty cool. And we also have this thing where there's kind of like a ratio tag team aspect where you can have like one really strong character or two medium characters or like three weaker characters, but the advantage of the smaller team, even though your characters are weaker, is that you get stuff like assists and DHCs and all the stuff that you get with a team. But with a single character, you're much stronger individually. Yeah.
And currently there are 3 characters in the game, right? Can you tell us about each one?
Sure, yeah. Right now, currently, the build has like 3 of the characters. They kind of like cover like 3 of the major fighting styles that you might see in this game pretty well. Philia is more of a rushdown character. She's got like she's got this demon on her head named Samson that allows her to do some like pretty savage attacks with her hair. A lot of them are like, take the form of like weapons or animals or even like barber-related things, like her jab is like scissors poking you or hair comb and stuff. So,
Death by hair.
Yeah, death by hair, yeah. So then she's the rushdown character that can kind of like get in there really fast. Cerebella is more of the grappler, where she can like do like command grabs on you that do like massive amounts of damage, but her actual mobility is a bit slower compared to the other 2. And then the third character is a very strange character named Peacock, and she's kind of a zoner where she's kind of got this cartoon motif going on, but it also has like a ton of like gags and stuff where she's throwing stuff at you all the time and can kind of reach you from any part of the screen. But her behavior and like her movements are very strange, so it takes some getting used to.
Yeah, so when I was looking at Peacock play, she seems very old school Walt Disney animation inspired almost. Right.
Like one of the things about my style is that I'm influenced by both Eastern and Western stuff, and like I like to like reference like a lot of things in from both what I've been influenced by. So you'll see like kind of a mix of like Bruce Timm stuff, Batman the Animated Series, Furikuri, Gynax stuff. So, elements of that are kind of combining together. In terms of Peacock specifically, I definitely wanted to reference, I can't think of any characters that have actually taken advantage of, this very American kind of, retro cartoon. Cartoons back then were a lot more violent, but,
the Tom and Jerry slicing cats in half.
Yeah, exactly. Even stuff like the Tex Avery stuff or stuff from, even older, Merry Melodies or Looney Tunes. Those kind of had, a certain kind of violence and kind of goofiness with the violence to them. So, I wanted Peacock to reflect that in kind of a demented way. Also kind of like, Roger Rabbit and stuff is a huge influence also, yeah.
Because we all love demented, goofy violence.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fun with that.
Those adjectives are great in front of the word violence.
Yes, they are, yes. It definitely adds a certain spin to it that you don't know if it should be funny or disturbing. It's kind of both at the same time, yeah.
So what's the final character count going to be?
Right now it's going to be about 8 is, I believe, the official answer. But we plan on having DLCs later on. So, the initial game obviously is download, and then the additional updates would also be downloaded.
Skullgirls coming out soon, end of this year, Xbox Live and PS3 Net. So check it out. It's very fun. We've been playing it for a little bit.